And if you like us, please join us. The Lake Superior Railroad Museum is a nonprofit, member-supported organization, and we would love you to be a member as well. If you're watching and you enjoy what you see, please visit lsrm.org/membership and sign up today. Be a part of what USA Today called the best transportation museum in America. You'll be very proud, and I thank you. We're going to talk engines today. Steam locomotive on one side, diesel on the other side. Now you think about the steam engine, you might say, well, that's old technology. That's the yesterday of railroading. Well, you know what? This steam engine here is just 3 years older than this diesel electric engine right here. But you know what it is? A lot more powerful. We'll tell you more about it in just a few moments as we go up in the cab of this Malley locomotive, better known as a Yellowstone, and it was built during the World War II years for service right here in northern Minnesota. During World War II, the United States went to 3 different railroads and said, we're going to ramp up production. And one of the things they wanted to ramp up production on was the making of steel for the war effort. What do they need? Iron ore from northern Minnesota. A lot of it. And they built this big engine here to haul over 160 cars of iron ore down from the mines on the range to the docks in Duluth and Two Harbors. Stepping inside the cab, I want you to meet Zach, is our museum docent and an expert on the 227 Malley, a Yellowstone built by the Baldwin folks. Tell us more about it, Zach.
Of course, this locomotive was built in 1941 for the express purpose of getting as much ore to the mills in Bessemer. So these locomotives would do the job of simply taking it from the mines down to the docks in Proctor. To do that, you need a whole lot of power. So this locomotive has roughly 6,000 horsepower. Well, the way we measure that is a little bit different today, but an average modern diesel locomotive has about 4,500 horsepower. So this single locomotive is more powerful by 1.5 times a modern diesel. So you may think with all that power it may be pretty hard to control this thing, but really it's not all that complicated. You have your throttle, basically your gas pedal like in your car. You have your brakes, both for the brakes on the cars and behind you in the train, and the locomotive brake. This lever here controls forward and backwards. And over here on the other side of the locomotive was the fireman, and he was responsible for keeping the fire going to boil all the water. And these were all his controls. Thankfully, on a locomotive this big, you don't have to worry about shoveling. Under here, there's a big corkscrew that took coal from the tender and threw it in there. And all the fireman had to do was just sit here and turn a bunch of knobs.
Well, Zach, that's pretty interesting information. It seems like you know a lot about this engine. Should we take it for a spin?
I don't know if we can do that.
Well, it is a museum exhibit, of course, and while it doesn't spin, the wheels do turn. As I travel around the country and people find out I'm with the Lake Superior Railroad Museum in Duluth, one of the things they always say is, aren't you that museum that has the big locomotive where the wheels turn around? And yes, they do. And they do that because in the back, you can't see it here, but take a look. We have a geared mechanism that actually has a chain and gears on the wheels to turn and make this come to life as a museum exhibit. It's really quite interesting. The Duluth-Mesabi and Iron Range Railway Veterans Association made this exhibit possible, and with the help of the DMIR, preserved this very unique and very large locomotive here in our museum. We'll keep sending another exhibit to you each and every day on these casts, so please tell your friends and neighbors about them. And by the way, we know why we're doing this, because we're all in this together. Cover your coughs, keep your social distance, wash your hands, stay home if you're sick, and most importantly, let's take care of each other.